One thing to remember when you're dealing with a female. If she says she loves you, my G, just take it as a grain of salt. You guys gotta remember that that's how she feels in the moment. Females' emotions are up and down, just like a roller coaster, my G. One minute she hates you, the next minute she loves you. So, the next time a female tells you that she loves you, tell her that you much rather respect. Simple.
Women care more about a man's future. Men care more about a woman's past. Women value men based off their power and their success. Men value women off their past history, with relationships or men in general. The funny thing is, when you ask women what they expect in a man, they expect he has to make this much money, he has to have a solid source of income, he has to drive this kind of car, and all these other things. But then you ask a guy, and all he wants is a girl who isn't a thought, who had sex with a bunch of guys. But everyone gets mad at the guy and they expect him to just ignore her past history. The cold hard truth is that past actions predict future behaviors. And yeah, I'm back on TikTok. I got permanently banned on TikTok for exposing too many simps, beta males, and thoughts.
This is frustrating, like beyond max. We get one day off of work together a week. And due to his new work schedule, we're gonna have one day every other week. So 2 days a month together, and that's all we're gonna have. On his days off, this is what he does. On days before work and after work, he goes straight to sleep. Tired of it.
These girls who say they just have guy friends belong to the street. Even mature women know that having a guy friend is not really a guy friend. You don't see moms, good high quality wives hanging out with a bunch of dudes, okay? Is what it is. I know a bunch of girls are gonna get mad, but it's only immature women who do that, hang out with a bunch of dudes and have guy friends. It's only immature women.
I do have male friends just in case I want to go to a concert or out to dinner. If I need anything fixed in the house, I just have a maintenance guy who just come through, a repair guy I know, who I pay to put my TV up. Or
so in my example, those male friends you have don't exist.
Okay.
See, the male friends you have decided my non-sexual attention only works if you're gonna have sex with me. So if you need somebody to take you to the concert, that's cool. But we getting busy, and we're gonna know that up front. So I'll be friends with benefits, and I'm just saying, because that's the way it's supposed to be. You shouldn't get a man's non-sexual attention, and he doesn't get your sexual attention.
Well, so, I actually invite him to the concert. Like if I
doesn't matter.
Nope.
And men say, and that's why I said, if you can't find a husband, find a man. See, you ladies have been able to cheat the system for too long. Hi, I'm not going to have sex with you, but I'll give you a ticket, such and so forth. He don't want the ticket. He wants to have sex with you. You do know that, right?
Yes, I do.
and if men started telling you no, if you're not going to have sex with me, lose my phone number. I don't want to be your friend. I don't have female friends.
I agree. A lot of my male friends have been friend zoned, so they
yeah, that just means you don't want they want to do what?
They wanted to sleep with me, but I friend zone them. So they
and that's bullshit. I mean, cause that's like going up to the lion's cage and slapping at the lion. Ha ha! Look at the coochie. You can't have it. You could have friend zoned me. I don't play that shit. I got plenty of pretty women around me. I don't play that friend zone shit. I've been in the friend zone before, and it's a punk position to be in. And y'all know what y'all are doing.
Here are 4 types of women you should avoid dating or marrying. Number 4, the mothership. If the chick has an army of guy friends or is still in contact with her exes, let me tell you, most of those guys are orbiters or plan Bs. She's engaging in emotional cheating, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, walk away. Number 3, the queen of guilt. If you analyze and see a girl in general that is guilting people in order to get what she wants, throwing tantrums when things don't go her way, the emotional toll on you will not be worth it. You want to cut her fast. 2, the boredom epidemic. If you find out the girl doesn't have much going on in her life, direction, or ambition, you, the high-quality male, will get dragged down. When they have nothing else to do, they breed unnecessary drama. And number 1, cesspool of darkness. If the girl has an inner circle of family or friends that are negative, cynical, self-destructive, toxic, or whatever the case may be, it's a massive red flag for you. It'll all transfer into your life. And be sure to join our Red Pill Discord community.
You need to stop chasing her. If she really wants you, you'll know because she will make some efforts for you. If not, don't waste your time, just move on.
Kings, listen up. You must adapt the mindset that every girl is a hoe. It's going to help you sleep better at night, when you get older. A lot of y'all youngins be like, oh, I need a good girl and shit. You better get you a girl at the church. And even the girl at the church ain't a good girl. Trust me and believe me. And I'm going to break it down right here in a few simple steps, right? You will never know a girl's body count unless you know her personally, your peers know her, or she's from town. And this is why when you get older, body count sort of leaves the equation, right? Let's say you meet a girl from out of town, right? At a bar, you're 27, she's 27, and y'all both single. Let's assume she started having sex at 17 and caught 2 bodies a year minimum on the low side. King, she's 27 with 20 bodies minimum. And that's not even including college. Let's say she went to college. King, her freshman year, she bugged out. 10 to 15 bodies minimum. Athletes and many one-night stands. Now you could assume she got 35 to 40 bodies based off of basic numerology. Just assume she's a hoe and you're good to go. Like and follow for more content.
6-pack or dad bod?
Dad bod.
The reason why women say they want a guy with a dad bod is the same reason why they say they want a nice guy that will wine them and dine them, but we all know this is not the truth. Women prefer men that are muscular, that are cut, that are fit. Same way we prefer women that are fit, that have nice feminine features like nice titties, nice waist, nice butt. As human beings, it is in our biology to want to find a partner that is best fit for our genetic offspring. Women want an alpha that's confident enough to leave if she ever fucks up, because he's got options. So why do girls sell this nice guy dad bod narrative? It's because they want average guys to think that they still have a chance by continuing their simp behaviors, which give them free validation. Do not fall for this trap, guys. Get strong and get successful.
A man will lose interest when he sees that he is trying way harder than you.
And there's a big difference between men that have self-respect and men that don't. A man that respects himself and has something to offer understands that he's not going to continue to pursue somebody who's not putting in any effort back. I think a lot of times women get caught up with the whole, I don't want to text him first, I shouldn't DM him first, because you don't want to come off as needy or that you care more than him. But the thing is, a guy with options and a guy that has things going on in his life, if you don't text him first occasionally, he's just simply going to move on.
Let me ask you a hypothetical question. If all the women in the world had high body counts, and they realized that sleeping around doesn't provide them the life they want, and they need a high value man, what would happen? Well, if you're on my page or you follow me, you're most likely a high value man. You're articulate, intelligent, you have high ambitions, and you value facts over feelings. So what happens when this woman who's been sleeping around approaches you, trying to pursue interest in you? Well, most likely you would say, no thank you, I disagree with the life you led, I'm not interested. How's that going to affect her? Well, I would argue it's going to drastically change her behavior. Imagine a world in where women realize that getting the man and getting the life they want isn't a result of sleeping around. In fact, it's a result of being modest. Well, I would suggest that'd be a much far better world to live in. So don't resort to name calling, because eventually they'll see the truth.
Man, I'm so grateful I wasn't murdered today.
Girls be like, oh, you're such a nice guy. Any girl be lucky to have you. Oh, really? Then get lucky. Now's your chance. I've been hitting on you now for 3 months. What's up? Be mine. Be mine!
Do you think that a woman's dating options increase or decrease with age?
I think that it decreases with age because as men, we age better than they do. When a woman gets older, she starts getting saggy, she starts losing her titties, her face starts getting wrinkles, so they're the ones that start losing their beauty. You know what I mean?
Okay, so then if that's true, why is it that women often raise their standards as their dating options decrease?
They raise their standards because they're thinking about money, and that's unfortunate, you know, because I'm not saying every woman, but a lot of women lose their value because they think about money. You know, money is the root of, you already know, all evil. And they want to be taken care of. They do not want to worry about money. So it's all about money at the end of the day.
Okay, but
men have become the women and women have become the men.
Agreed.
And I say that because men are more emotional than women now.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at society and I'm even through my experiences with women. Women are like, I don't know. A lot of people say, yeah, they're feminine. Feminine is gone in a lot of these women.
Yeah.
That feminine natural principle, they're heartless.
Yeah.
And you're finding that most men now are so feminine. They're crying. They're begging.
Like they want to cuddle.
They want to cuddle. You know what I'm saying? Like like you have women. It's gotten to the point so bad that the roles have changed that you have women on social media platforms that are making fun of their men being a simp.
Yeah.
They're like, look at my simp man.
Yeah.
Like what?
For all my guys, this video could help you or somebody you know. Females watching, let me know if y'all agree or not. 2 reasons you cannot attract females in your life. Number 1, you too busy trying to attract females. Females more sensitive to vibrations. They can tell when somebody is real needed. When I used to be busy trying to get females, that's when they used to run away from me. I was too busy focused on them instead of being focused on grinding or focused on my purpose. God is not gonna put no high quality female in your life if he know they're gonna be your only focus. Dudes these days can't even go out and enjoy themselves. Every time they go somewhere, they asking, where the hoes at? My second point, dudes these days is lustful. They too busy spilling their semen, too busy watching porn. That's why a lot of y'all don't got the confidence to approach girls in person. You too busy beating off on the internet. And then when you see them in person, you freeze up and act like you on your phone. Semen is what makes us men. And when we spill that constantly, females can sense that you don't got no energy, you don't got no confidence. And that's what made them not want to talk to you either.
You see, women have no problem verbally communicating their standards when it comes to men. I want a guy who's tall. No problem. I want a guy who earns 6 figures. No problem. I want a guy who's very attractive. No problem. I want a guy who's college educated. No problem. I want a guy who's ambitious. No problem. I want a guy who's driven. No problem. I want a guy who's proactive. No problem. I want a guy who's masculine. No problem. I want a guy who's confident. No problem. I want a guy who's assertive. No problem. Women have no problem verbally expressing their feelings, their desires, and their standards for men. There's a lot of women who get messages from men on Instagram. They get messages from men on dating apps. They get approached by men in real life. But what ends up happening is when they get approached, when they get these messages, they don't want these guys. You know why? Because these men don't. The most shameful thing a man, not a boy, not a young boy, the most shameful thing a grown man can do is be financially dependent upon a woman.
Here are 4 dark truths about women that 99% of men continue to refuse to accept. Number 4, men are concerned with a woman's past. It includes who she hangs out with, her past relationships, where she worked, and what she's done up to this point. On the other hand, women are concerned with a man's future. What kind of career or business he's going to pursue, status, and societal positioning. Similar to the housing crisis of 2008, women have an over-entitled sense of self in the sexual marketplace, while men massively undervalue themselves. Who brings more to the table? Number 2, the iron rule that applies to many girls. There are no good or bad girls. There are only those that haven't been caught yet. Number 1, women rarely ever settle down with the first choice and always have multiple orbiters around. And be sure to join our RedPill Discord community.